when you're being recruited, you can't go somewhere because of a coach or any one factor. You got to go somewhere because you love the program, the location, and there's got to be a ton of different things that go into your situation. So, as a recruit, I was fortunate enough to have a brother that went through it, have kind of a good background where I wasn't coming anywhere or going anywhere because of one person or one factor. I kind of came here because I loved Wisconsin, and the coaches, obviously you go there for the coaches, but you got to understand that things will change. It's a business.
Having a guy who's kind of familiar with the program, does that make the transition a little bit easier?
You could say that, especially for some of the older guys who have been around him and kind of know him pretty well. It definitely makes it easier for them. It's pretty comfortable. You're not bringing in someone who has who's, like you said, an outsider coming into the program without any experience. He, for the most part, he knows what to expect here, and we can have a pretty good idea what to expect out of him.
I know I'm just the second round of things, but you've grown up watching Wisconsin. You heard about Paul Chryst. What was it like when you heard, okay, he's going to be the new head coach?
Yeah, it was exciting, and definitely because like I said, I've been fortunate enough. I had 1 year here when I was a freshman with him, but I was on the defensive side of the ball, and just to get to know him and have him come back and recognize me and have a familiar face, and obviously my brother was here with him as well. So it's just good to. I had a few minutes to talk with him, and just it's good to be back, with him on our side, and just good looking forward to the future.
Those were good times watching his offenses.
Yeah, definitely. So we're looking forward to see how things change in the near future and what the offense holds for us.
What have these last 12 days been like, and what is it finally to have some resolution? What does that do for the mindset for you and for the team?
It's been a little overwhelming. We had the coach change, we got exams, and at the end of the day, we're all the team is stuck together very well. We've all been leaning on each other, and just kind of at the end of the day, focusing on winning this next game. We got a big bowl game coming up, and that's really at the end of the day, that's what we're focused on and trying to win our next game.
Coaches always come in and they have a speech when they're first taking over a new program or a new team, but does it mean something knowing that when a guy says that he's committed to a program, this is a guy who's been here for a long time, this is his hometown, what he's saying is what he means?
Yeah, definitely it helps. His family's from here, he played here, and just kind of his background, definitely, it gives some signals to show that it could be a long-term job, and I hope it is. And, you never want someone to come here thinking, they're going to be going somewhere else. We'd like to think his attention's all here, and I truly believe that. And, just some of the things he said was just, it really meant a lot just to know how much he really cares about the players. Coming back home and kind of like he said in his press conference, just kind of he's really excited about it, and I think he truly is, and I look forward to working with him.
How excited do you get when you hear him talk about the philosophy and the identity of this program, especially offensively? You know what that means to you as a running back? Yeah,
definitely. Obviously, as an offensive-minded coach, I look forward to it. Coming up, I was going up against Brady Ewing, the likes of Brady Ewing when I was here, and I know how much they used him and how much they appreciated the fullback when he was here, and even years before. So I look forward to getting to work with the new offense and new offensive coordinators.
Derek, when you got the news that Gary was leaving, how long did it take you to think about who might be next? Who was on your short list?
Yeah, we were just kind of caught off guard. No one really knew what was going on, and I can't say I ever really thought about who was next. And, you guys were all over that before any of us had a chance to. You started hearing the rumors, and obviously Coach Chryst was one of the top names with great connections, and a lot of us were familiar with him and knew about him. So I definitely didn't have a short list by any means. I could care less who they brought in. I just want to play for someone who wants to be here, and just looking forward to getting work with Coach Chryst.
Well, you said it doesn't matter to you, but it sounds like it's important to you that you have a guy who seems to get emotional about delivering papers when you were a kid to this place. Does that make it easier to play for someone like that?
Yeah, definitely. Not that it doesn't matter. Obviously, it does matter, but I don't have any influence on who they bring in to coach. I just want to play for whoever's the head coach. I'll play for that coach. And definitely, Coach Chryst has some emotional connection here, and he's got a history with this place, and that's definitely comforting to know that he truly cares about this place, and it's pretty special to him.
So were you surprised when Gary gave you guys the word that Wednesday?
I think everybody was. It was just kind of, we thought we were going out to practice, and we were called up for a team meeting, and just kind of things happened the way they did, and we couldn't do anything about it, so we just went home. We all stuck together as a team. Nothing really changed. We're just worried about winning the next game, and guys are pretty focused on that, and have really rallied around each other.
What kind of guy is Coach Chryst from everything you know about him, and if you met him before he left?
Yeah, Coach Chryst is a great guy. Like I said, I've known him for a couple of years. I knew him when I was on the defensive side of the ball when I was a freshman. He was the offensive coordinator, and I talked to him even today. I talked to him for a few minutes on the way over here and at the stadium. Just a great guy. Obviously, he loves Wisconsin. From his press conference, you can tell how much he really cares about this place and the connections that he has. And just going off of when I was here as a freshman, going up against Brady, and just kind of some of the philosophy of the offense, it's kind of encouraging just to look forward to see what happens in the future.